Well, in general, the law says that if you're currently a CHL holder, you are allowed to open carry in places where open carry is permissible as of January 1st of this upcoming year. If you don't have a license and you haven't gone through the classes and gone through the training, you can't open carry a firearm until you do.
What about as far as places that it's legal and not legal? How is it is it posted? Is it just
Private businesses are required to post notices specifically prohibiting people from carrying firearms in their establishments, so you need to be on the lookout for those. Private businesses can ask folks that are open carrying to leave. You know, they still have the right to control their private businesses, so folks, if you're open carrying and a private business owner asks you to leave, you still have to leave. But do be on the lookout for notices outside private businesses that specifically say for open carry not to come into their businesses.
what about government buildings, colleges, hospitals, such as that?
Well, we've gotten a lot of new Attorney General opinions interpreting the law, and there's a lot of different facets to it. So before you go carrying into a place that you have some question about, like a school or a government building, make sure that you look at the Attorney General's website and their guidance on where you can carry and where you can't.
What about Montgomery County offices? How are they
Well,
handling it right now?
the county attorney is currently evaluating those Attorney General opinions. They dropped 4 of them on us yesterday, so that's a lot for us to read through and a lot for us to interpret. But the county attorney's office here in Montgomery County is looking through that, advising Commissioners Court, and they'll be making decisions about what buildings and what parts of buildings folks can carry into as of January 1st of 2016.
Okay. What about, you got several licenses. You got Texas, you got some other people saying that you can get permits from out of state. It's easier to get them from out of state. What's the difference in them?
Well, there's lots of different regulations in different states to get concealed carry, and a lot of states have reciprocity is what it's called. If you have a license in one state, sometimes it'll be effective in your state. So folks that have questions, I encourage them to go to the Department of Public Safety website, read what information they have available about what licenses might apply in Texas and what licenses might not apply in Texas. They have good information for concealed carry and open carry there on their website.
What about your vehicle?
Well, your vehicle hasn't really changed. The law allows you to carry a gun concealed in your vehicle. If you have a license and you're licensed to open carry, you'd be allowed to open carry in your vehicle. So it really hasn't changed a great deal in your vehicle. Well, the law hasn't changed on felon in possession of a firearm. You're still not permitted to possess a firearm if you're a convicted felon until after 5 years after you're released from prison or parole or probation if you're on felony probation, and you're still only allowed to possess a firearm in your home after that 5-year time period. So the law as far as felons possessing firearms in Texas is still the same as it always has been.
Do y'all look for any problems or any issues when this comes up? I mean, new training for officers or,
We've been doing lots of training with officers. We had a large meeting with law enforcement just the other day where we kind of explained what the office's position is on these different types of new laws. I don't really expect that we're going to see a lot of problems. The folks that are licensed to open carry are folks that have clear criminal records, that have gone through sufficient training, that know the law related to when they're supposed to carry and when they're not supposed to carry. So I think law enforcement is hopeful this is going to be a smooth transition. Lots of other states in the United States of America have open carry and it has not been a problem. So hopefully Texans will do the right thing and be safe, and I think everybody will be okay.
Now, take it back several years, concealed handgun license, when they first came out, there was almost a panic like that. What's going to happen? Everyone's going to be carrying a gun. Well, here we are at the same thing, but now instead of concealed, it's open. How much difference is there really?
Well, I think that that's a good analogy. When we in Texas went to concealed carry, officers and the citizens were concerned there would be a lot more gun-related violence, a lot more incidents related to concealed carry issues, and we just didn't see a large bump. We didn't see any bump, actually, in any kind of gun violence or anything like that. As a matter of fact, the vast majority of incidents where people have had to use their firearms and their concealed carry holders have been 100% lawful. So we expect the same thing here now. As long as people understand that they do need to get a license before they can open carry, I think we're going to be just fine.